Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you to the Mango Grow for your daily analysis video. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday outside, but Bitcoin not being so beautiful. In fact, Bitcoin being pretty ugly, waking up to a big, long red candle. And hey, we are going to have a lot of interesting things to discuss today, because those of you who have been following, you guys know that I took a position off that 10,600 level just yesterday, waking up in the red today. So today's video is going to be really educational. I'll be discussing how I'm going to be managing my trade going forward, and hey, even my mindset, right? You guys are going to get a peek into all of that. Very educational video coming up, because hey, for the most part, for months now, we've only had things go our way, right? We've had very little managing to do when things go your way. You just sit tight and enjoy your profits. But in today's video, we are going to be discussing a potential losing trade coming up very soon. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we have Bitcoin on the daily. In fact, Bitcoin getting all the way down, guys, to that 10,000 level. I completely missed this because I actually woke up really late today. Krisha has been spoiling me rotten because it is my birthday week. And hey, by the way, we will be having a discount on the mango seed and mango vine, so stay tuned for that. We were supposed to actually do a discount for Krisha's birthday too, but it turned out to be the COVID fiasco and all the markets dumped and nobody was really feeling like in the celebration mood. So we ended up skipping out on that discount, but we will go ahead and do a discount for my birthday. It's funny, eh? My birthday, Bitcoin dumping. Krisha's birthday, Bitcoin dumping. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Bitcoin getting down to 10,000, sitting at the 10,450 level. If you guys do remember, I took my trade at 10,600, so I'm still sitting in the red. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap on why I took my trade. And here we have the 4-day time frame, and if you guys do remember, the 4-day time frame was a major reason as to why I was looking at that 10,600-ish region as a major buy opportunity. We're going to go ahead and turn on the Mango ribbon. By the way, Mango ribbon is completely free. You'll find a link down below, and you guys can see that the 10K and the 21 EMA was coming in at that juncture right over there, the 10,600-ish level. In fact, I could have been a little bit more greedy and put my bids a little bit lower at the 10,500. Clearly, I was getting too eager for that 10,650 level, because look at that, guys. The 21 EMA is actually at 10,500, so perhaps I should have put my bids a little bit lower. And now we're going to switch on over to the weekly time frame and turn on our Mango ribbon again, and you're going to see that we also had the 10 SMA come in at around that 10,600 level. So we had a monthly level, okay, at 10,600. We had our 4-day coming in at 10,600-ish, 10,500-ish, and we also had our weekly 10 SMA come in at that 10,600 level, right? So I was really eager to put the trade over there, but the truth is, guys, I could have been greedier with my trade, because look at that. Look at the weekly. We had the weekly 21 EMA come in at 10,000. And if you guys do remember, in yesterday's video, while I was doing the analysis, I even discussed that, hey, you know what? The 2-day is indicating that we may actually come down and test that 2-day Kijun at 10,300. So there were a lot of signs pointing to me perhaps getting a little bit greedier with my trade and putting my bids lower. But clearly, I wanted to get my position in. Clearly, my mindset was more gung-ho and wanted to get that 10,600 level. And hey, I may pay the price for it, I may not, right? Time will tell. And this is where I want to discuss mindset for a little bit, guys, because this is really important. Remember, I took my position at 10,600. I woke up in the morning and we are sitting far underneath 10,600-ish, right? So what am I going to do? Am I going to panic and sell my position immediately? Am I going to worry about, oh my god, I could have gotten a way better bid, oh my god this, oh my god that? No, yes, it could have been better if I had waited and I put my bid at 10,000, blah blah, but hey, hindsight is perfect, right? Hindsight is 2020. I don't know if Bitcoin was going to bounce at 10,650 or if it was going to come down to 10,000 and then close about 10,650, right? We talked about how it could very well do this, which is why the Mango risk management strategy, guys, for those of you guys in the Mango C program, now you guys know why I put that in place, because you guys see how this encompasses and covers for all of that, right? So I weighed the risk versus reward. I'm like, you know what? I want my position at 10,650, but if it does come down below that level, I have to be okay with it and be happy for the people who did wait, were patient, and they get their bids over here. That being said, that doesn't change that my thesis of the 4-day 21 EMA is my guiding light, right? If we close underneath this 4-day 21 EMA and the 4-day Tenkin, I'm out of my trade. I'm wrong about it and I'm out of my trade. But we haven't closed that candle just yet. In fact, it looks like we might be defending it, right? That being said, in the morning when I woke up, there's no reason for me to panic because this wick over here is irrelevant. All the price that happens in between the candle open and the candle close, guys, is irrelevant. All that matters is how we close this candle in 13 hours and 42 minutes. If we close above, I have to do nothing. If we close underneath, then I will manage my trade. And guys, this is a big reason why I hate using stop losses like the rest of the market uses stop losses, right? If you guys are on the Mango Seed program, you guys know that we have a very unique way in how we use our stop losses. We have our risk management is core to what we do, and there's no way that we'd be getting stopped out on a position like this and lose our position. I am a strong believer of the notion that one of the primary reasons people in this game lose is because they lose their position even when they are right about their direction. All right, note that down. Losing your position even when you are right about your direction is one of the surefire ways to lose in this game long term, and that's what you want to avoid. And that's essentially what our entire methodology at Mango is all about, right? That's why we try to be stress-free. That way we're not shook out when we wake up in the red in the mornings, right? All I have to do is wait maybe 13 hours and 40 minutes and maybe I'll be right about my trade. Who knows, right? We'll find out tomorrow. We'll do an update. Or maybe I'll be wrong, and either way, perhaps I get to exit at break even. Will the market give me that? Maybe even a better exit than break even. And in that, let's go ahead and talk about how we may actually see something like that and how we can start planning our exit for this trade. Okay, so we're back on over to the 2-day time frame, and I want to quickly highlight or remind you guys of this 10,000 level. Okay, that was our resistance during this consolidation. It was also psychological resistance, the key 10,000 number that Bitcoin broke on over to the upside, never retested. All we've done now is come and retest that level. So selling into this level would not be the best idea. And again, guys, this is how you have to kind of keep your head cool, right? And just wait for your thesis to see itself through. And all we had to wait was 13 hours, right? In our case, because the 4-day candle is closing in 13 hours, also lines up with the 2-day time frame. So there was a lot of reason to simply just wait, and the market was being extremely generous to us and saying, hey, all you have to do is wait only half a day. Just wait half a day more and everything will be clear to you as to whether you should exit or not. Now, let's assume that we end up being wrong on our trade, okay? We talked about how we are looking for a trade on the 4-day 21 EMA and the 4-day Tenkin. Currently, it looks like Bitcoin may want to close above it and we may have to do nothing. But what if we close underneath? Okay, we have to start getting prepared mentally for what to do. We have to plan and execute. Okay, now I've already planned all of this out, but I'm going to go through what I'll be looking for Bitcoin to do and how I'm going to be managing my trade with you guys, right? So you guys have a peek into my mindset. So if Bitcoin closes underneath the 4-day 21 EMA and the 4-day Tenkin, what do I do? Remember, here we are at a conundrum suddenly, right? Because we'll still be above the 4-day 21 EMA, the weekly 21 EMA. As long as we close above 10,000, we're going to be above the weekly 21 EMA, and we're also going to be sitting on that 2-day support zone, right? So should I be selling my position? Yes, I'm going to be selling my position, okay? If I am wrong about my 4-day 21 EMA and my 4-day Tenkin, if that was my thesis, that's what I'm looking for Bitcoin to defend. If I want to get into a trade again after that, based on this 10,000 level, I can go ahead and start a brand new trade. Okay, I can go ahead and do that. I close out that position, mentally know that, hey, that trade is done. Now I'm going to go ahead and start a brand new trade based off that weekly time frame and based off the 2-day 10,000 zone and consolidation region, right? But that trade, this current trade, right? This 4-day 21 EMA and the 4-day Tenkin trade, that trade is done. All right, this trade is over. I've taken the loss on the trade. It's over. Okay, so let's assume that that's going to happen. Let's assume that I'm going to close underneath this 21 EMA and this Tenkin over here. Not me. Bitcoin is going to close underneath there. What can we look for? There are two things now that you can look for going into that morning candle close or the morning open, depending on how you want to look at it. You could either look for the retest of the 21 EMA and the Tenkin, or you could exit almost immediately. Okay, this is where you need to be a little bit more artsy about how you do this, guys. You have to look at the lower time frames and you have to manage your risk. All right, if you're in deep and you see Bitcoin does not want to give you that clean exit on the retest, just pull the trigger and get out. Okay, so for example, this morning, let's suppose that this was our 4-day candle close, all right? So we woke up in the morning and the 4-day has just closed, and we see this. We see that Bitcoin has closed underneath this level over here, this thesis level of ours at 10,600-ish, okay? So Bitcoin has closed underneath, and I'm seeing a consolidation like this. Now I have one of two options. I can either just pull the bandage off and get out of my trade, or I can be like, hey, you know what? This consolidation over here looks like it wants to retest this 21 EMA. We've been trending along it for the longest time now. We've been hitting the mango ribbons, 21 EMA and Tenkin, and when you look at it closely, you realize that damn, this 21 EMA is beginning to flat out and line up exactly with our retest of our 4-day 21 EMA and, well, our horizontal upon which we took our trade, right? So that's how you get those clean exits to just get out of your trade at break even, sometimes even when you are wrong. Is it always going to give you that opportunity? No, right? So this time, this is just an example. This is just a retest of the 4-day 21 EMA right now. We may actually get rejected over here and then close somewhere back on 10,000. And tomorrow I'll be thinking, damn, I could have easily gotten out of my trade at break even, but I sat through it and I'm sitting at a loss. But you know what? I'll take that trade, and the trade over there is for my long-term success. I am willing for Bitcoin to come back and close down at 10,000 and me miss this exit opportunity, because I know that if I keep doing it this way, in the long term, I will be successful. Because I don't know, guys, if Bitcoin may actually defend this level over here, close above 10,650 tomorrow, and keep going on over to the upside. I am not going to let Bitcoin scare me out of my position until it actually closes that candle. If it closes underneath, I'll be getting out of that trade. Now, this is where I want to emphasize that I'll be only getting out of the position, okay, that we got in yesterday based off the 4-day 21 EMA and the 4-day Tenkin. Okay, that portion of my trade I'll be getting out almost instantly, in that I either close it based on the retest of the 21 EMA and the Tenkin if I'm seeing the signs of it happening, or if I see Bitcoin wants to see further continuation and not get support of this 10,000 level over here, I'll just be exiting it immediately. I don't want that position to give me more of a loss than it already has given me, right? That position will be gone. But what about the position at 9,500? What do I do about that? Do I let that come down all the way to down on me as well? Do I let that come down and close underneath 9,500 before I get out of it? No. That position too is invalidated. But I'm going to be using that buffer that I have to get a better exit on that, right? I may or may not. I'm going to have a line upon which I say, you know what, this is enough. I'm pulling the trigger on this position too, and I'm going to see what the market gives me for that. However, I am going to use the buffer I do have to get a better exit on that trade, and I do think the probability does lie in favor of me getting that better exit. Why? Because we have the weekly 21 EMA coming right underneath us, right? So it wouldn't be a stretch for us to say, hey, at the very least, we get that retest of 10,600 on the 10 SMA, or a retest of the 4-day 10 SMA. So I'll be looking for the 4-day 10 SMA, guys, to start curling underneath down, okay, down towards 11,100 level, 11,100 levelish. That's a tongue twister. 11,100 levelish. Okay, coming down to these wicks over here. Okay, you guys are seeing these wicks over here, and then get a retest of that level, and that's when I exit that $9,500 position. So hey, overall, that is a pretty good win. Okay, yes, it wasn't the big win that we were looking for, all the way to 20,000, 50,000, right? Hey, you dream big and then you trade what is in front of you. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys my plan going forward over the next few days. Okay, so 11,100 is the position where we could look for a really nice exit of that 9,500 level, where we would have been invalidated on if we close underneath the 10K and the 21 EMA on the 4-day time frame, right? So let's go ahead and look at the lower time frame to see if there's anything lining up with that. And The Kijun is coming in over there at 11,050-ish. The 1 hour 200 moving average currently is at 11,400. This may slope down as well. We can look at the 4-hour time frame too, and the 4-hour Tenkin 21 EMA also coming at 11,050-ish. And hey, yeah, so maybe we should be looking for that 11,050 level, guys, right? Lines up with that 11,100, close enough. And hey, 9,500 all the way to there, I'll take that. Who knows though? That is all predicated on us actually being wrong in our trade. If we actually close the 4-day above the 21 EMA and the Tenkin, I'm doing nothing. I'm just gonna continue doing what I've been doing for the longest time ever since this region over here, and simply do nothing. Keep enjoying the trend trade. It's not going to go up in a straight line, guys. This could take forever to get to 20,000. Who knows? Maybe end of year, maybe end of next year. But I think Bitcoin will eventually get there, and we are going to be prepared for when it does. We are going to have a nice position built up for when it does. Okay, so I think I covered almost everything I wanted to. Is there anything else? I don't think so. There's probably so much more that I do want to cover, but I'm probably forgetting. Again, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to cover an Ethereum video. I think I mentioned it in yesterday's video. I was going to cover Chainlink today, but I realized there's not much to talk about. Chainlink is pretty much doing what we expected to do. We're trading that on the higher time frames. Go ahead and check out the video we did on Chainlink last week, where we covered a higher time frame analysis on it. Let me know if you guys want me to cover an Ethereum video tomorrow. Okay, so right now leave a comment down below and say, Sean, I want you to cover an Ethereum video. And yeah, I'll try and do an Ethereum video over this Saturday. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably forgetting some important things I do want to talk about. If I do, I'll try and add it on to the end of the video. But for now, my name is Sean Dexter. Throw it a like, throw it a subscribe. Enjoy your weekend. Do it the mango way. Do it the stress-free way. All we have to wait is 13 hours and 16 minutes for the next candle close. See ya. Bye.